Hey, my name's Dave. I was Lieutenant Colonel in the United States military for 25 years. Yep, a Vietnam vet. I'm also a lover of fine scotch, and I'm the world's oldest porn star. Be honest, you probably think I'm way too old to fuck women this hot. Well, guess what? I get paid to do it. And get this, my cock gets hard virtually on command and stays hard for hours. While most guys my age were popping Viagra like it was candy and putting incredible strain on their health and their hearts, I'm able to keep my cock hard as long as I want and do whatever I want without dangerous pills or injections. Now, you might think it's just because I'm an unusually healthy guy or some kind of genetic freak. The truth is, I didn't always have a cock that made me a fortune. Everything changed, though, for the best. Of all places, it happened in Vietnam. While I was trapped there in the jungles under heavy rocket fire and mortar fire, I discovered an odd combination of foods that I honestly never would have thought of eating together. Not in the same meal. Some locals even call it Vietnamese Viagra because of how much harder it can get you, how much longer you can last, and how much more you can come. The funny thing is, I had no idea I was feasting on this potent boner booster back in Vietnam, or that the Vietnamese swore by it and had been using it for centuries. You'll see what these foods are in just a minute, and I'll tell you exactly where to get them. Because once I started eating this dish, I was finally able to get those super hard, long-lasting erections and the energy to just keep fucking all night long. And now these days, I can fuck for so long, women are always the ones begging me for a break. I'm now famous for it. And I'm nearly 70 years old. And this is why I've been giving this secret to my closest friends and family. Because not only does it work, it's what's been allowing me to have more sex in a single week than most guys have in an entire year. And if performance issues down there, you know what I mean, are fucking up your sex life, don't freak out. It's not your fault. Few men can perform like I do. And that's because, until now, hardly anyone knew about my secret. But now, you're about to find out too. And by using this bizarre combination of foods, your erection strength and sexual stamina may go up so high, you'll leave your girl so pleasantly surprised and so satisfied, she'll be begging to know what your secret is. And heck, you may even start to notice your dick now looks and feels bigger. You're coming harder, with more intensity, and with greater pleasure than you ever have. And this isn't just me talking. I've shared these 5 foods with tons of other men who have seen the same amazing results. And there's a real science to back all this up, which you'll see in a minute. Just remember, no matter what your current situation is like, how frustrated or anxious you may feel right now, or how long you've been dealing with it, this can work for you. I've seen it happen many times before, and I'm almost in my 70s. So if you're in your 50s or your 40s, or even your 30s, just imagine how good this will work for you. But let me warn you, what you're about to see is controversial. This video has already been banned in several countries. It's now in the crosshairs of a big pharma lobbyist with a lot more money and power than we have. We've been hacked, cyber attacked, and threatened not to reveal this information to the public. The drug industry has billions to lose if this gets out. So, watch this right now before we have to take it offline. Now, before we jump in, let me introduce you to my 2 beautiful friends here real quick. This is Eden. This is Alana. Girls, introduce yourselves.
I'm Eden. Let me tell ya, Dave can get hard at the drop of a hat. I mean, rock hard. He can stay hard sometimes for like hours at a time. It's incredible. And it's really hot. Now, I've been with guys that are younger than he is, but they don't get as hard as he does, you know? But Let me tell you one thing. It doesn't matter how good of a lover you are. It doesn't matter if you've read all of the sex books in the entire world, if you've mastered every fingering technique. If you can't get hard and you can't stay hard, nothing else matters.
I totally agree. I've seen this guy stay hard for hours. He's kind of like Superman, and it's such a turn on. That's why I really don't care about how old he is. What I care about most is how hard a guy can get and how long he can keep it up. I've seen some of my girlfriends stressed out about their man's weak erections, that they're worried he might be secretly gay. Bottom line is, if I'm not in bed with a guy with a hard cock, I don't feel like I'm in bed with a real man.
So I think it's pretty simple. How hard you get and how long you stay hard is all that counts. Now that's good news. My whole life changed when I started eating those 5 foods. They completely changed my sex life. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know they were responsible for the dramatic changes I saw. Until I talked to this guy, you're about to meet him right now. This is a guy who's taken an in-depth look at my blood and my body and looked into why I'm getting the results I've been getting, especially at the age I'm at, and how other guys can start getting these same results too.
Hey, I'm Ryan Masters, the researcher who's been working with Dave. And a couple of years ago, I was looking online for some studies when I came across a video of a guy talking about how he could stay hard for hours and have all this sex all the time at a really old age and not use any prescription pills. At first I thought he must be lying, yet as I continued watching, I became so intrigued with what I heard that I ended up getting in touch with him, and that man was Dave. Dave ended up coming into my office, and I took a look at his blood work, and I was blown away, because genetically speaking, he's really just an average guy. In fact, he's one of the most average guys I've ever seen. It wasn't until I looked at his diet and some of the foods he's been eating that I discovered what was really happening and how to replicate it in the bodies of men like you, so you can have the absolute hardest cock in bed and the thickest and the longest lasting erections possible that will leave your wife, girlfriend, or any woman you sleep with totally satisfied, begging for more, and raving about you to their girlfriends. And when these 5 specific foods he's been eating get into your system, it's like steroids for your cock. And it can activate a primal hunger in you that you haven't felt in years. And next time you see some hot girl at the supermarket, you'll find yourself embarrassingly standing behind your cart with your jacket draped over your cock, because you don't want everyone to see how hard you are. And like Dave said, thanks to these foods, he's having more sex in a single week than most men have in an entire year. He's shooting up to 5 scenes per week, each one 4 to 6 hours long. And he's still dating and sleeping with other women, sometimes multiple times per week. And he goes to swingers parties, where he's probably having sex a few more hours each night. And then, on top of all that, he still watches good old internet porn a few times a week. I tracked Dave's sexual activity for 6 months straight and found that he's having sex, or some sort of release, anywhere from 18 to 30 times per week, whereas the average guy Dave's age is having sex less than once a year. And he's maintaining an erection for sometimes 4 to 6 hours in a day. And the guy's almost 70 years old. And he's doing it under serious pressure. The porn sets he films on are busy, hot, and loud. Dave has to get hard. And he's got to keep it hard for long stretches at a time. And do it the second the director yells the word action, or he'll get fired. Seriously. Any mistakes he makes are going to show up in front of millions of people on the internet. Yet, despite all this, Dave maintains some of the hardest erections people have ever seen, and he does it almost on command. And he's staying hard sometimes all day, just to get a shoot done on time. And again, I've made sure of this. Dave does not take any prescription pills or do any injections to get hard. In fact, he's against it. Dave's seen too many guys end up in the emergency room with serious heart issues, losing all sensitivity in their dicks, and even become totally impotent. So many guys in the porn industry have performance problems from using these pills. that a lot of times Dave has to come in and finish a scene because some guy just can't keep it up anymore. These pills can really permanently mess you up, and you want to avoid them. The good news is, Dave's got an incredible solution, and it's all 100% all natural. So you don't have to risk any of these dangerous options. It works by activating your body's own natural ability to generate rock-hard erections, like back when you were 17. So you get them right when you want them. And you can do it without harmful drugs or prescriptions. And it all goes back to these 5 foods Dave's been eating. Dave accidentally discovered these foods almost 5 decades back in the Vietnam War, where in the summer of 1968, he was stationed deep in the jungles of the Kon Tum region, and for 18 long months, he and his company sustained heavy rocket and mortar attacks, bullets whizzing by their head, fearing for their lives during the enemy's relentless Tet Offensive. But in the end, they prevailed. Only one man in Dave's company was hurt, and his injuries were minor. And Dave was awarded a Bronze Star for his bravery in battle. Yet while he was stuck in the jungle, he was forced to eat some new and unusual foods. And this is where Dave discovered the dish that contains the 5 foods that have been providing him the jaw-dropping erections and mind-blowing stamina that keep him going for hours, all day, every day. The name of the dish that Dave would eat is a dish called Zao Toi. And first of the 5 important foods in Zao Toi is garlic. Zao Toi is absolutely loaded with garlic. Garlic is so popular in Vietnam that they actually named an entire island after it, that they call the Kingdom of Garlic. The key ingredient of the type of garlic Dave was eating is called allicin. What allicin does is it helps keep the inside of your blood vessels and arteries clean. This can vastly improve blood flow to your penis, which means you can get harder, longer-lasting erections. Now, Vietnamese garlic is different than the garlic you and I would normally eat, and in many ways, it's considered much more potent. How potent? Well, one study done by LA Biomedical Research Institute at UCLA found garlic was able to help clear out blood vessels so blood can flow better, which is huge if you want harder and longer erections. Another study at UCLA found that garlic helped keep arteries clean in humans. Garlic also releases a powerful enzyme, which reduces the stress on blood vessels and supports blood flow to your penis faster and to stay there for longer, which means you can get hard easier and keep it hard. There are tons of incredible testimonials out there about garlic and how it makes erections harder and longer. And garlic is just really good for your overall health, especially the health of your heart. I would say just go out and try to get your hands on some Vietnamese garlic right now, except there are a few reasons you don't want to do this. First, as we all know, garlic makes your breath smell really bad, and no girl is going to want to get near you. The good news is, I've got a really good solution for this that I'll tell you about in just a bit. And second, there is an important vitamin you want to take with garlic that can double some of its erection-enhancing power. But before we get into that, let's get to the second food that was in the Zao Toi dish that Dave started eating back in Vietnam, which is ginseng. Ginseng might not be as well known as garlic, but in Vietnam, it's very popular. It's grown in huge quantities in the Quang Nam province, and Dave and his platoon ate this raw plant for months. Ginseng also happens to be another key ingredient in Zao Toi, the dish Dave ate in Vietnam. Now, there have been some really incredible discoveries about ginseng over the years, and how it can help make your erections thicker, harder, and more frequent. And one double-blind, placebo-controlled study found that in 45 men who said they were suffering from moderate to severe performance issues, reported bigger, stronger erections and more sexual satisfaction after taking ginseng. In another study, this time with 60 men who said they suffered from issues with their sexual performance, also said they experienced a sudden urge in erection strength, penetration power, and duration of erections after taking ginseng. And to top it off, 5 studies on over 300 men have shown that ginseng can increase your sperm count, which means you can shoot bigger loads, which is something most women love. And bigger loads can give you more intense orgasms, which will feel great for you. Now, there are some incredible success stories about ginseng out there, as you can see. But before you run out and buy some, I've got to warn you. There are actually 11 different types of ginseng out there that you can get. And you need to make sure you take the right one in the right amounts at the right time, or else you might not get any results at all. I'll tell you the exact right type of ginseng to get in just a second. But before I do, let's get to the third food in Dave's dish in Vietnam, which is ginkgo. Ginkgo leaves. Dave would sprinkle these leaves on top of his dish, and he'd mix them in his tea. One study done by the University of California at San Francisco found that ginkgo leaves can improve blood flow to your penis by expanding your blood vessels. A second study found that an ingredient in ginkgo leaves called terpenoids can make your blood less sticky, helping it flow faster to your penis, which could help give you more frequent and faster erections. Ginkgo leaves also release nitric oxide into your blood, which can further strengthen blood flow. A well-known doctor named Dr. Richard P. Brown, a professor at Columbia University, said, "It's being used to improve performance, can help your body achieve and maintain erections, and even get more blood flow to the penis." But just in case Dr. Brown's word isn't enough, there are tons of success stories out there from guys who have used ginkgo to get harder, longer-lasting erections. Now, before you run out and buy some ginkgo leaves, you'll want to make sure you get a specific extract that is the highest percentage of both terpenoids and flavonoids. I'll tell you why these two things are important, as well as the exact extract you want to use in just a bit. And now, let's get to the fourth food in Dave's dish, which is ginger. Ginger is an extremely common ingredient in Vietnamese food. And naturopathic doctor and certified nutritionist Lindsay Duncan from the Dr. Oz show says ginger can be used to promote circulation. And a study at Aga Khan University Medical College found ginger may act as a vasodilator, expanding your blood vessels to help blood flow faster to your penis. Now again, before you run out and buy some fresh ginger or ginger extract, there are a few things that you need to know. And before we get into that, let me show you the fifth and final food Dave would eat. This one is actually not a food, but a drink he'd have with his meal, one that he still drinks to this day. It's green tea. You've probably seen all the amazing health benefits of green tea online or on TV or in magazines. And green tea can also be really great at enhancing erections. It contains any ingredient known as EGCG. And EGCG can be great at strengthening the blood vessels in your penis and can also help more blood flow to your penis, making it harder and keeping it hard. One Boston University School of Medicine study found antioxidant-rich foods like green tea gave men stronger erections. Green tea also contains nitric oxide, which Dr. Jay Cartledge at St. James University Hospital says is the principal agent responsible for relaxation of penile smooth tissue. In other words, it's the main thing that gets you hard. Drinking the right amount of green tea can have a huge impact on your erection strength, and there are plenty of success stories out there to back it up. And green tea can also be incredible for your overall health. One study done on over 15,000 men found that those who drink multiple cups of green tea a day not only live longer, but are more likely to have healthier hearts. Now, green tea is pretty impressive, and before you run out and buy some, let's recap all the 5 foods Dave was eating in his meals in Vietnam real quick. We've got garlic, ginseng, ginkgo leaves, ginger, and green tea. And as you might have noticed, each of those foods starts with the letter G, which is why we call them the 5 Gs. And the power of the 5 Gs goes way beyond just a few simple foods. There is something unique that can happen when the right ingredients are combined together. First, the active ingredients in each of these foods on its own each works to increase blood flow to the body and, of course, to the erectile tissue in the corpus cavernosum of your penis. This is what actually makes your penis hard, by allowing your blood to flow faster, easier, and in larger quantities to the erectile tissue. This can help you naturally get erections faster and easier, and they can be a heck of a lot harder, and can stay hard for longer. My team speculates the 5Gs work as a highly efficient team to strengthen and optimize your entire erection system. They can help clean it out, improve it, and remove any weaknesses until you're getting the best erections possible. The second thing we believe the 5Gs can do is they may work together in a team to create what doctors call a synergistic effect. A synergistic effect means that ingredients multiply in power when they are combined together, and can sometimes add up to something that is twice as powerful as if the original ingredients were just taken individually. Seriously. This synergistic effect is well proven in the medical field, where world-class doctors and scientists have been using it for years to prescribe pills in a combination called a cocktail, where the cocktail combines pills together to make them more powerful. Now, I'll bet by this point, you're probably ready to make some of that zao toy dish Dave was eating and have a glass of green tea to go with it. But keep in mind, first, Dave ate this dish a lot. 2, sometimes 3 times a day. That's a lot of Vietnamese food to have to eat all day. And the other issue is finding the right ingredients. Because what you'll find here in the U.S. is not always the same as what you'd find in Vietnam. When Dave first came back to the United States, he had a hard time finding these foods and getting the right types. And the right types can sometimes be 3 to 4 times more powerful than the wrong types. That's why I've spent the last couple of years working with Dave, calling all kinds of international resellers, calling up farms in Vietnam, reviewing tests done by third parties to confirm the purity of the ingredients, and spending thousands of my own money to finding not good, but the best ingredients possible. And not only that, my team and I went one step further to figure out the best ratios to take these ingredients in and the best times to eat them. It was a lot of work. We had many sleepless nights and spent countless hours researching. Yet in the end, it was worth it. We took all these ingredients we found, brought them right here to the United States, put it through a process called spectroscopic testing, which ensures all the ingredients are exactly what they should be. Then, a CNI evaluation. This ensures every ingredient is the highest level of potency and purity. Then, 3 separate additional quality checks. And then a final on-site GMP certification to make sure everything meets the highest standards for quality. And then it's put into one all-natural, easy-to-take pill that you can take just once a day. It's that easy. Because we wanted to bring the power that Dave's been using for years to the guys out there like you who can now benefit from it. And with that, let me formally introduce myself. As I said before, my name is Ryan Masters, and I'm the head of research at Supernatural Man, a team of some of the smartest, brightest people devoted to one thing, and one thing only, finding a way to make your erections and your sexual performance so damn good it feels supernatural. And we call this potent combination of ingredients I've shared with you here today 5G Male. This is the complete done-for-you solution. 5G Male is the only all-natural erection-enhancing, stamina-increasing formula that creates a tidal wave of blood flow to the corpora cavernosa in your penis to finally give you those natural, effortless, rock-hard erections, on command, exactly when you want them, and exactly when you should be having them. So that next time you're with a girl, you go into the bedroom with complete confidence, knowing your performance will be top-notch. And it's all thanks to 100% natural ingredients that are fresh, healthy, and non-GMO. So you can avoid those dangerous pills and expensive injections that could send you to an emergency room with a serious heart issue, or leave your penis limp and lifeless. 5G Male takes a very unique approach to supporting your body's natural flow of blood to your penis, and supporting your body's natural ability to generate rock-hard erections when you want them, anytime you want. And that's not all. Many men report that 5Gs could actually make your flaccid hang better. And by that, I mean they say it actually makes your dick look a bit bigger while it's hanging there. What many guys don't know is that the men with the larger penis sizes are the ones who are getting a literal penis workout while they sleep. It's getting hard, going soft, getting hard, going soft, and when this is happening more frequently, don't be surprised if your dick looks a little bit thicker and bigger, especially when it's flaccid, and you're just walking around the bedroom. and it's because it's getting more of a workout at night while you're asleep. Now, as you know by now, there are other options out there, like prescription pills, like the little blue pill. But let's face it, we all know that doesn't fix the problem for good, and it poses serious risks to the health of your heart, and can even lead to loss of sensitivity in your penis. You've seen the health risks all over the ads, and they're not good. And this stuff is frickin' expensive, up to $27.50 per pill. Another option men ask me about is testosterone injections. And what they don't tell you is that testosterone is not usually a solution for a harder dick. And it harms your body's ability to produce testosterone naturally on its own, meaning you can get dependently stuck on it. And these injections are expensive too, up to $200 per injection, which can add up to over $1,000 a month. And doctors usually want you to get 2 to 3 months worth, and there's a lot of lawsuits going on around this too. Many places that do these injections have been sued because of the dangerous side effects they caused, and you don't want to risk that, trust me. And that's why, until now, there haven't really been any good options, especially not any all-natural options that can support your body's natural ability to get hard. This would really be the holy grail for men, and that's why 5G male is such a breakthrough. It's not just another overhyped, too-good-to-be-true mix of herbs you'd find at your local gas station. This is made right here in the U.S. There's a huge problem going on in this work today, and that's that a lot of these big companies are now making everything in China to save money. Even vitamins you take every day may be made in China. And the scary thing is, the Chinese government gives almost no oversight over these things. These guys can basically put anything they want in them, even if it's not healthy. There is literally almost zero regulation going on. A shocking story posted in the New York Times just a few months ago showed the FDA found that many well-known brands now make their stuff in China, and they found many of these pills, including Herbal Plus and Up and Up, were stuffed with fillers like rice and houseplants that did absolutely nothing for you health-wise. And much worse, many of the sex-enhancing pills sold were found to contain illegal doses of prescription drugs. They don't tell you about this, and that's why so many guys are ending up in the hospital because of these things. The truth is, in today's world, you really should not trust anything unless things are made here in the U.S. And 5G Male is proud to be manufactured right here in the USA. And we didn't want to ship jobs off to China like everyone else is doing, where they're just going to put sketchy stuff in your supplements that puts your health at risk. And 5G Male is made to GMP certified quality standards. Now, I could go on for days about how well this can work for you, how thick, hard, and engorged your erections can get. Though I figured it'd be way more easier and faster if I let other men tell you their success stories from taking the 5Gs. So here are a few I picked out for you. One guy named L. Harris said, "And my erections are coming back insanely. For the first time in a long time, I had wood just being in close proximity to a woman's body yesterday. My morning wood was unbelievable this morning, almost a nuisance. Now I get solid morning and night wood every night, which I was not having a few weeks ago." And another guy named Jay Netton said, "I woke up and there he was, standing straight up at attention. I got out of bed and instead of pointing down like a lazy garden snake, he was straight out. Straight fucking out. I don't know if some of you realize how big this is for me. I've never had an erection point straight out. My pelvic floor must be getting more in line as well, as I'm assuming, but embrace the little victories, LOL. I'm so happy right now. Stood straight up for a half hour straight, my first 10 EQ ever. Oh, and I've gained a 1/4 inch in length and a good 1/2 inch in girth just from taking the 5Gs. Okay, here's another from a guy who goes by the nickname Texan. Well, things went way beyond well enough. I was able to twice finish her off with me in her. I'm not sure when I last did that once, let alone twice. After the second time, she looked at me and said, "It looks like you have a problem that needs solving," as I was still hard. So we went for the third time. I only had one orgasm, but that was fine. Ever since then, things have worked perfectly. I don't pop an erection without notice, which is probably a good thing. However, when we want to make love, it takes very little effort on her part for me to have a strong erection that I can do whatever I want for as long as I want, such as changing positions or her being on top. In all seriousness, that was an issue not that long ago. Another guy who goes by the initials KP said, Now, I don't want to speak on this issue too soon, since I've honestly only been taking these supplements for 1 week now, but holy shit, I woke up with an erection. I was waking up with semi-erections just from cutting back on porn, but after taking the supplements, they were full, rock-hard erections. My flaccid length is actually full and looks healthy. Before, it would look like it was trying to fall back into my body because it was scared of my ballsack. Now it's taking those motherfuckers head on. It feels heavier than it has in the past 2 years. Usually, if I would watch some porn, I'd have to touch myself in order to get my erection. Now, all I have to do is look at the picture of the video, and I can already feel my dick starting to get hard. Sometimes, I'll even get an erection driving in a car due to the vibrations of the seat. The last time I can remember that happening was when I was 16. A lot more extra there, too. Okay, here's one more from a guy who goes by the initials LH, and he says, I've been taking the 5Gs more or less for around the last 2 to 3 weeks. I added ginseng really this last week, and late last night for the first time I can remember, I had the strongest night-morning wood I can recall. It literally started during my late-night gel-queen sessions and continued almost unabated for most of the time I was in bed. I am extremely happy and relieved about this. Oh, and here's another one, and another one, and there's absolutely a ton of these. And I'll bet after seeing all these success stories, you're probably wondering how to get your hands on the jaw-dropping power of 5G Male too. Now, we originally planned to sell 5G Male through retail stores, but what a lot of these stores don't tell you is that they mark up the price of their prices a lot. And if we sold it through these stores, a bottle of 5G Male would run you around $150 to $160, possibly even more. And I was worried that at that price, men who really need this might not be able to afford it. So what we decided to do is, we cut out the middleman and decided to sell straight to you, directly through the internet. We'll ship it right to you. You won't have to get up to go to any store or have to ask some store clerk to get you the product. And more importantly, cutting out the stores allows us to drop the price big time, which means that today, you won't have to pay the normal $160 retail price you would in stores. You won't have to pay $140 or even $120. You're going to get 5G Male for just $69.95. That's 50% off. And no, that's not a payment plan. It's just $69.95, period. No taxes and no hidden fees. All you have to do to secure your bottle is just click the button below and see if you qualify. Now, there is some bad news. Unfortunately, there's only a limited supply of 5G Male left, due to a limited quantities of some of the ingredients we use. We were only able to produce 3,500 orders in this batch. The last batch of 3,500 sold out in less than 20 days. So, by the time you're reading this batch may already be close to being gone. So, if you want to secure your order today, I recommend you place your order now, because once we sell out, it can take 3, even 6 months to restock. Now, I realize this is an inconvenience, and a lot of men will be locked out, unable to order, and I'm not happy about that. So, to help make up for this, I've decided to do 3 things. First, I'm going to upgrade your order to 5G Male Plus, our newest version of 5G Male, at absolutely no cost. In stores, the retail value of this would be close to $180, but I'm upgrading you for free. 5G Male Plus contains a powerful vitamin that is found to double the power of the nitric oxide in garlic. Second, we've now used a deodorized garlic, so your breath smells fresh. We switched to American ginseng, which is healthier for your heart. And we added a breakthrough new ingredient to the formula called rhodiola rosea. If 5G Male works on your penis, rhodiola rosea works on the brain. This is important because your brain is the firing mechanism for your erections. Your brain is what tells your penis to get hard. And if making your brain get aroused faster and easier, flooding it with a chemical called dopamine, this can allow you to get harder even quicker and more frequently too, than the already powerful 5G Male original version does. The rhodiola rosea has been a real breakthrough. The power of this plant was kept a secret until just a few years ago, when studies on it in Russian scientific journals were finally translated to English. Since then, many doctors have commented on it, including Dr. Philip R. Muskin, a professor at Columbia University and the chair of the APA, who says rhodiola appears to be amazing at enhancing sexual function and improves satisfaction, pleasure, erections, and response to orgasms. In one study done on 35 men who said they were suffering from sexual performance issues, 74% said they saw significant improvement in sexual function after taking Rolioda. So you can see 5G Male Plus is a big upgrade, and you're getting that for free. Second, I've tapped my personal network of authors, experts, and coaches and got you some extra free bonus gifts with your order today. The first bonus gift you're going to get is actually from us, and it's the 5G Enhancement Bible. This is only available to 5G male buyers, and it cannot be purchased anywhere else. This book includes every tip, trick, and technique we've developed to give you the absolute hardest, longest-lasting erections possible while using 5G male. Inside, you'll discover the secret to cycling. This is a simple technique to better time your doses so you get the maximum power out of 5G male. It essentially tricks your body into being more responsive to the formula. This is a technique that professional bodybuilders and professional athletes use to get even better, faster results from their supplements. You'll also get the 14 booster foods to eat. While 5G male can give you those massive, long-lasting erections, these 14 foods work on other areas of your body, increasing your sex drive, orgasm strength, and even the size of your load when you come. These foods can also give you more energy in bed, so you can go longer before you get tired. You'll also get the danger list of foods to avoid. These are foods that can damage your penis, weaken your erections, and kill your energy as a man. Avoid these foods at all costs. This book normally sells to members for $19.95, but you're going to get it today for free. Next, you're going to get the multiplier method. Most doctors agree that the effects of ingredients like those in 5G male can be even more effective when combined with the right exercise. And no, I'm not talking about going to the gym every day for hours on end. I'm just talking about a few specific exercises that you can literally do in as little as 5 minutes a day, and these can make a massive difference. We worked for years to put the power of 5G male into a single pill that you can take just once a day, and we wanted to do the same thing here. So we studied the work of several leading urologists and doctors who specialize in cardio health, and we created a powerful combination of easy exercises designed to give you the most impact. There are just 4 key exercises you can do. These will get you 80% of the way there. And if you decide you'd like to go more in depth, the advanced version of the workout can be done in just 25 minutes. You won't need any fancy equipment or any gym membership to do this. You can do it all right at home. These are all the shortest, most direct, and powerful exercises you can do to multiply your sexual performance even more and even faster. And these exercises are not just great for your erections, they're also great at burning fat and can greatly increase your overall health and give you more energy in bed and just make you feel better throughout the day. Now, the multiplier method usually sells for $49, but today you're going to get it for free. Next up, you're going to get the XXL formula. This is the ultimate penis lengthening formula to get you real, long-lasting size enhancement. If getting hard and staying hard is the most important thing in your sex life, then increasing the size of your penis is easily the second most important thing you can do. Now, I know a lot of men have tried to do this. They've tried all kinds of different exercises and techniques, even pills, and they got no results. I also know there are a lot of guys out there who think it's not possible to increase the size of your penis, at least not without hurting yourself. But the truth is, it is possible, and it can be done relatively quickly. I connected with a group of researchers who have spent almost a decade compiling all the research they could find on penis growth, both increasing length and girth, and they put it all into a guide called the XXL formula. Inside the XXL formula, you'll discover the best foods, exercises, and techniques to increase the size of your penis fast. You'll also discover the 7 deadly exercises you must avoid that can damage your penis and even leave it deformed. The 5 penis shrinking foods that can actually decrease the size of your cock. 3 dangerous sex activities that can make your penis smaller, sometimes permanently. And most importantly, you will get a proven 3-step formula you can follow quickly and easily to get real, long-lasting penis size increases, no matter how hopeless you might feel about it now. This formula works, and there is tons of real research to back it up. You'll be blown away by how easy this is and how safely you can do it. Many men have followed these exact steps before, and there have been a ton of success stories. Now the XXL formula sells for $79, but today you're getting it for free. Next up is the magic words that drive her wild. This is the ultimate bedroom companion, and it should really come with a warning label. This black book of sex contains some of the dirtiest, most unthinkable, and most seductive dirty talk lines you've ever heard, and women absolutely love them. These are things you would never think of saying to a woman, yet these drive them absolutely wild. Dirty talk expert Glenn Pierce is giving you his most powerful, most X-rated words, lines, and phrases to drive your girl absolutely wild. These are words that will get her in the mood for sex fast, many times in just minutes, and you'll be able to turn your girl on more and make her more sexually satisfied than you ever have before. As Isabella Iliendez says, when it comes to a woman's mind, the G-spot is between the ears. Unlike men, what really turns a woman on is mental stimulation. And these magic phrases are designed to give your girl more intense orgasms, longer lasting orgasms, and make her louder and more ecstatic than you've ever seen. And best of all, these phrases can get your girl to start to reveal her dirty side, her secret desires, fantasies, the things she really wants in bed. Inside words that drive her wild, you'll get boiling point phrases to tell your girl throughout the day, even while she's at work, that will make her vividly fantasize about passionate, sweaty sex with you, so that the second she gets home, she just can't help but drag you to the bedroom. Next, Glenn will give you his sexual power words. These are designed to turn up the heat while you're on a date night and turn things towards sex, raw, hot sex. She may even get so horny, she'll want to find the closest bathroom and get down to business. Next, you'll get the dirty talk escalation ladder. These phrases crank up the intensity of sex for her and make her come harder and faster. Next, you'll get the 7 dominance phrases. These are the phrases that make your girl more submissive and more likely to want to try new things in bed. This course usually sells for $39, but I've talked Glenn into giving it to you absolutely free today. And as an added bonus, I've also talked Glenn into giving you his Text to Sex course. This is a step-by-step blueprint to use text messages to get your wife or girlfriend so turned on and so incredibly horny, she's practically begging you to come home from work early to satisfy her. This includes word-for-word text messages you can send your girl, as well as step-by-step walkthrough of real conversations Glenn and his clients have had with women, so you can see the exact messages he sent them, see exactly what they wrote back, and see how damn horny they got once they read the messages. I guarantee you've never seen anything like this. The Text to Sex course is usually $39, but again today, you're going to get it for free. And last but not least, you're going to get a course called Female Confessions. This is the raw, uncensored truth about what women really want in bed, their secret fantasies, their hidden sexual desires. Most women don't feel comfortable admitting what they really want. They're too worried you won't be into it, or might get turned off by it. Sex expert Craig Miller has the solution. He did an experiment where he interviewed 8 different women out at a bar. These were very sexual, very open women, and he asked them all about their dirtiest, most secret sex fantasies. He asked them what the men did who turned them on the most, and he asked about the secret fantasies they had, things they'd always wish men would do but never did. And he boiled all of these fantasies down into a blueprint he calls the Female Fantasy Blueprint. This includes the 13 female fantasies that almost all women have, many of which are extremely controversial, and fantasies about being tied up, being forced into sex, being manhandled, having sex in public, or with other women. It's very shocking, and it may change the way you think about women forever. But it will give you a huge advantage. Knowing a woman's private fantasies will allow you to give her extreme amounts of pleasure that most other men can't. And if you know her fantasies and you can bring them to life, she will love you for it. She will brag to all her friends about you. She won't even be able to look at another guy. You'll also discover the 12 biggest mistakes men make and how to avoid them, the right way to take control and be dominant while still being loving and respectful of her. 3 easy ways to get a girl to try new things in bed, even if she says she was not interested in something in the past. 7 easy ways to spice them up in the bedroom, keeping your sex life exciting, and really surprise your girl, and much, much more. You'll also get the raw, uncensored confession videos Craig taped, so you can hear word for word what each girl said, what her desires are, and what she secretly wishes men would do. Female Confessions usually sells for $69.95, but I've arranged for you to get it today for free. So again, just to add all that up, you're going to get a free upgrade to a 30-day supply of 5G Male Plus, $180, 5G Enhancement Book, $19.95, Multiplier Method, $49, XXL Formula Size Enhancement Process, $79, Words That Drive Her Wild, $49, Text to Text, $39, Female Confessions, $69.95, all tax waived on your order too, $11.99. That all comes out to $497.89. But again, you're going to pay just $69.95. And you're not going to have to pay any tax. All you have to do to get started is click the button below now to see if you qualify. And again, remember, the 5G Male Plus upgrade and the free bonus gifts are only for a limited time. Now, there's still one last thing, and you might think I'm crazy for it, but if you're a first-time buyer, I want to completely eliminate any risk you might feel. So I'm giving you a 90 full days to try 5G Male Plus risk-free. That's 3 full months to try this out. Make sure it works for you. And if you're not absolutely blown away by the results, if you don't feel like your erections are significantly harder, significantly more frequent, and significantly longer lasting, then just call or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we'll give you your money back right on the spot. No questions and no hassles. No restocking fees or any tricks like that. There's no way we could afford to make a promise like this if we weren't absolutely certain the effects that 5G Male can have for you today. All you have to do to get started is just click the button below to see if you qualify. Now, what's going to happen after you click the button below? Well, assuming you qualify and assuming there are still supplies left, you'll be asked to agree to a few simple ground rules. This includes a strict limit on the number of bottles you can order, due to the very low quantities we have left. Then, you'll be taken to our 256-bit secure order page to complete your order. This is the same technology that companies like Google, Microsoft, and Apple use. Once your order is complete, your bottle of 5G Male Plus will be shipped to you ASAP. And I've made sure your package will be completely discreet. This is exactly what it looks like. And inside the package, the bottle itself is totally discreet. As you can see, there's nothing embarrassing on it, and nothing about erections or sex. It's designed to look just like any other supplement you'd have on your counter. And we've also made sure the billing on your credit card statement is completely discreet, too. It will appear simply as SNMAN. And as you can see, the phone number is right there, so you can call anytime you need to. As for your free bonus gifts, these will be sent to you right away digitally, which means you get instant access to them. And you can start getting some of the powerful erection-enhancing benefits, size enhancement techniques, and sex life boosting tricks right away. Now, at this point, I've told you almost everything I can, so you've got a couple decisions to make, and one of them is really simple. You want a harder dick. You and I both want that. And you need 5G Male. But there's another decision that we haven't really touched on because, frankly, I'd rather focus over how much more pleasure and how much more fun and confidence you'll have in your life. But I feel like I'd also be doing you a disservice if I didn't also tell you this. It's true that a lot of men come to us when it's too late. And by too late, I mean they've already lost their wife or their girlfriend. And believe it or not, it happens all the time. Very rarely will a woman tell you what she's truly thinking, even if she tells you she doesn't care. One day, you may just find out she's having an affair, or even that she's leaving. And even when she leaves, she'll make it out to be about something else, like you don't make enough money, or we argue too much, or differences in raising kids. In reality, if you are sexually pleasing your woman the way she wants to be pleased, most of those problems will go away. I'm not saying all your problems will go away. We've got some customers who now perform so good in bed that they end up leaving their wives because they find younger ones, or sometimes they just don't get along. But if you're having performance problems and you're not going to do anything about it, you may want to look very seriously at marriage or relationship counseling, because things can almost certainly get rocky. And honestly, in my experience, if she tells you that she doesn't care about your performance issues, I'd expect her to leave. or be having an affair within 6 months. Seriously, check out some of these statistics. 90% of women say they consider sex to be very important in a relationship. Nearly half of women say they would consider leaving their partner if he was having trouble performing in bed and didn't get the situation handled. And in many states, failure to get an erection is actually legal grounds for divorce. And science has proven again and again that great sex and frequent sex just keeps women happy. This is a big deal to women, no matter what they say. And even if you don't want to fix things for your lover, at least do it for yourself. You don't want to live out your last days with a limp dick. You know what I'm saying? They released a shocking study the other week, which is that 80% of men, 80%, never go to a doctor and get help with their performance problems. They think that if they wait, things will get better on their own. Either that, or they desperately want to do something about it, but they just don't know what to do. They don't know about 5G male yet. And so you're in a rare position today. You can take action on this now and get this incredible formula, and you can finally feel like a real man in the bedroom again. Get stronger erections, screw like you're a teenager again, drive your girl wild, and finally have red-hot sex together again that you've probably been missing for so long. Imagining the confidence surging back into your body and your cock, you'll feel like the fucking man. Imagine in just a short time from now, you're in bed with your girl, and she looks down and sees your massive, new, harder-than-steel erection bulging through your boxers. She's so fucking turned on, you can see it in her face. She bites her lip out of anticipation and excitement, and soon, she just can't keep her hands off it any longer. She goes straight for your cock, and she's loving it. And she's just so blown away by how fucking hard you are, and she finally takes it out of your pants. Your super hard, super thick cock stands straight in front of her like a soldier. Her hungry eyes are on it. Her face is red with lust. You haven't seen her like this in years, and it's not long before she's begging you to put it inside her. It's thicker and harder than it's ever been, and she wants it bad. As you slide your new, massively hard cock inside her, you know with complete confidence nothing is going flat. Your dick is not going to deflate or go limp. And you can finally stop worrying about all that and look into your girl's eyes with complete confidence and truly enjoy yourself. You watch her eyes close in enjoyment, and you hear her moan in pleasure and satisfaction. You can tell how much more she is enjoying this. You're just getting lost in the moment, how incredible you feel. And after a while, you look over at the clock, and 10, 20, even 30 minutes have gone by, and you're still going. Just as hard, just as thick as when you started. Maybe even a little harder. And see the admiration and devotion in her eyes, and you know what you've been missing all this time. And this is what I really want for you. And that moment, when you've been having so much great sex that you don't even think about if you'll get hard anymore, or if you'll stay hard, or if you're going to be able to go a second time. Everything just works, and you feel great. The answer is right in front of you right now. You've got a free upgrade to 5G Male Plus, 6 free bonus gifts, and 90 full days to try this out. All you need to do is click the button below now. Hey, still here? If so, I thought you might still have a few last-minute questions about 5G Male. So what I did is gathered some of the best and most common questions I've gotten from men about 5G Male, put them into an avatar-style Q&A, and I'll give you my best answers to them right now. Our first question comes from a guy named Ryan S., who's 62 and from Minnesota, and he writes in to ask, "Hey, you look like you've got a very high-quality product, and as a scientist myself, I must say I'm pretty impressed with all the research that went into this. I've seen tons of other natural sex pills out there at the vitamin store, in Walmart, Walgreens, even gas stations, everywhere, you name it. Now, I don't know too much about those other pills, and honestly, I never even put a serious thought into buying them because they look so sketchy. And still, I'm curious, in your words, why is 5G Male so much better than all those other options out there?" Hey, Ryan, thanks for your question, and I'm glad you asked this. When it comes to your penis, which is arguably the most important part of your body, you definitely don't want to take any chance or risk your health with any of these low-quality pills you see in your corner or in the shelf of your local pharmacy. You're right to call them sketchy because that's exactly what they are. Most of them are dangerous and they should never be consumed. Most, if not all of these pills, are made with ingredients from China. And as we talked about before, there's little or no oversight in China. The government isn't involved and the manufacturers just don't care. They'll put anything in these pills. You honestly have no idea what they're stuffing some of these pills with. No matter what they tell you on the label, the U.S. government has found multiple cases in which these pills were filled with illegal prescription drugs as doses that were dangerously high. So there is a real risk to your health. Many other pills were found to just be filled with nothing. I mean, literally just ground up rice and common houseplants that do nothing for you. The New York Times published a shocking expose on how even trusted vitamin brands were doing this. The truth is, lots of these so-called herbal pills out there are also packed with dangerous ingredients like yohimbe, and even though they are technically all natural, they can increase your heart rate to unhealthy levels and leave you feeling like your heart is beating out of your chest and like your heart is going to give out at any minute. They put unhealthy, high levels of caffeine in these pills that will ruin your sleep and keep you up at night, just to make it feel like these pills are doing something when they're really not. And in the end, most don't make any real differences in your performance in bed, and many men report these pills actually increase your stress and anxiety levels, which is sure to only make things more stressful in bed and keep things limp down there. I've studied many of the other so-called herbal options out there, and most are just pumped full of useless ingredients to try to make you feel more energetic, so you feel like the pill is doing something, and instead, it does nothing where it really counts. When we engineered 5G Male, we weren't out to create some fake, artificial energy high. Our goal was really to build up your body's natural ability to get rock hard quickly and easily, and to start getting awesome erections when you're supposed to. And that's what you've got in front of you right now, something designed with real results in mind, and not some temporary fake energy high or illegal ingredients or fillers from China. The sources used in 5G Male are trustworthy and top of the line. And these sources are tested by third parties right here in the United States to confirm the quality of the extracts. Because at the end of the day, it's all about results, and if you're not getting any, then what's the point? And that's also part of the reason why I've upgraded you to 5G Male Plus for free today. Even though it usually sells for $180 per bottle, I've upgraded you for free to give you the best results possible. That, and because I'm really concerned about the low amount of 5G Male we have left in supply, and I worry if some men don't act fast, they won't be able to get a bottle before we're sold out, and we'll be locked out from getting any more from anywhere from 3 to 6 months. And I'm pretty sure this is something you do not want to sit around and wait 6 months to enjoy. Today you're getting an exclusive, free upgrade to 5G Male Plus, so just click the button below to see if you qualify. The next question I've got comes from Mitch D., who's 46 and lives in Ohio, and he writes in to say, I'm pretty impressed with everything I've seen about 5G Male so far. I'm basically sold, and since this sounds like it really works well for every guy who's tried it, then it sounds like I could be getting a lot harder a lot more often. So I'm curious, do I have to be worried about having some all-day erection that just never goes away? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to have more erections, but I also imagine it might be a little embarrassing if I'm at work and I'm walking around with a boner all the time. I'd ideally like to have some control over how things work here. Mitch, that's a great question. 5G Male is definitely designed to give you control. Remember, the unique thing about 5G Male is that it's designed to restore your body's natural ability to get erections when you want them, no matter what the situation, like how a healthy penis should work. And if your penis is already working well, then 5G Male could give you that extra juice to make your erections even stronger and stay stronger longer. So you can really go as long or as many times as you want, and not have to worry about what's going to happen down there when you're in the heat of the moment, getting ready for sex. One thing I will tell you is you could expect to naturally be getting more spontaneous erections throughout the day and during the night. This is something the individual ingredients in 5G Male have been shown to do. This is a natural and healthy way of your penis saying, hey, I'm ready to do my job. Sometimes it might be getting hard because you're staring at that gorgeous girl on the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, and sometimes it might just be totally spontaneous. And you want your penis to be doing this. Earlier, we talked about some of the science of increasing the size of your flaccid hang, how big your penis looks when it's just hanging there. And we talked about how the frequent hardening and softening of the penis is its way of stretching and strengthening itself to keep itself active and to prevent the buildup of dangerous scar tissue in the penis. Many doctors call soft erections the first warning sign because it means the buildup of this scar tissue will only move faster. And it can quickly go from soft to not working at all altogether. So if you're noticing things are soft, you'll want to take action quick. 5G Male is designed to restore natural function in the body by restoring strong blood flow to the fibrous muscle tissue of the penis. And once your penis is working at full strength, it has all kinds of incredible benefits. Strong erections and the frequent sex that comes with them can send signals to the rest of your body through hormones, telling it to increase your strength and energy as a man, to increase your sex drive, to increase your testosterone, which makes it easier to build muscle and burn fat. Everything that makes you a man all starts with your erections and the frequency and quality of the sex you're having. And if you're not getting them, or you're not having sex, the whole system could fail, and your body can actually start to shut down. You don't want to risk this. So I've upgraded you to 5G Male Plus for free today. Just click that button below and see if you qualify. Tim out in California is wondering, this seems like a high-end product, and I know you said it contains some pharmaceutical-grade ingredients, so I'm curious, do I need a prescription for this, or do I have to see my doctor about this? Hey Tim, it's always a good idea to see your doctor, even about things as simple as exercise and your diet. That said, all the ingredients you'll find in 5G Male are extracts from all natural foods you'll find in nature. There is nothing artificial here. No dangerous chemicals, no sketchy synthetic ingredients from China, or fillers you find in so many of these sketch sex pills these days. In fact, one of the things men love most about 5G Male is that it's all natural and totally healthy. Most men complain there are no truly effective natural options out there. And it's not another one of those expensive, risky things doctors are always trying to sell you just to make a buck. And the best part is, you don't even have to go out to the store or pharmacy to get it. Waiting in line to fill some sex pill prescription can be embarrassing. With 5G Male, you can order this discreetly offline, and we'll ship it right to your door in this unmarked envelope so you can have complete privacy. Get it quick and easy to your door right now. All you have to do to get started is click the button below.
Okay, for our next question, Ray H. of New Hampshire asks, does this product contain caffeine? No, this product does not contain caffeine, taurine, ephedra, yohimbe, or any other ingredients that will make your heart race or give you jitters. Getting rock-hard erections is not about feeling jolted. It's about getting blood to flow to the right places so that your penis is as thick and hard as it can possibly be, and stays hard as long as you want it, when you want it.
Next question. This one comes from Christian in Illinois who asks, I know you said I only have to take one tiny pill per day, which sounds almost too easy. So is there anything else I need to know about how I actually take the product? Anything about when or how or if I need to take it with food or water? Honestly, no, that's it. It really is that easy. You can take it any time of the day you want. You don't have to take it with food. All you need is just one pill per day and a glass of water to wash it down. I do recommend you try to take your pill around the same time every day, just so you can give your body the maximum time to absorb all of the powerful ingredients inside and allow them to have their most powerful effect on you. And, of course, make sure you take it consistently. Try not to skip days. This will make sure you get the most consistent results. And if you do miss a day, no big deal. Just continue with one pill the next day. No need to double up. And don't forget, when you order today, you'll get the 5G Enhancement Bible, which contains some advanced secrets you can use when taking 5G Male to improve the results even more. These tricks are optional, and for those guys who really want the most power from 5G Male. The 5G Enhancement Bible Guide is usually $19.95, but you're getting it with your order for free today. To claim this and all your free bonus guides and get your free upgrade to 5G Male Plus, just click the button below now. Okay, this next question is from Martin M. in Pennsylvania, who writes in to ask, this looks like it's a very powerful combination of ingredients. I've already placed my order for 3 bottles to stock up before you run out. In the meantime, how long does it usually take for 5G male to work? Are we talking days, weeks, or months? I'm not in any rush. I just want to know so I can get an idea. Hey, Martin. Good questions. The great thing about 5G male is that it's not just another cheap pill that is just to get you hard for a few hours and then the effects are totally gone. 5G male was designed to reboot the system, get the blood flowing healthily to the fibrous muscle tissues of your penis all the time, so that you're getting rock hard and staying hard whenever you need to. Unlike these quick 1-in-1 pills out there, 5G male is different. The effects build up over time. You won't pop this and get instantly hard, although some men have reported same-day results. I guess you should notice things getting good in the first 2 weeks. That's what it took me personally, and I was really happy with my results. However, just in case you're worried, that's why I've gone ahead and given you the 90-day guarantee, so you have 3 full months to try this out risk-free. I've met men who have tried tons of different options to get harder erections, and they all failed, so I certainly don't blame you if you're wary. Remember, 5G male is designed to be different. It's not the same old thing under just a different name. This is a totally new concept and approach. And under the rare circumstance that it doesn't work, or you don't absolutely love it, all you have to do is call and get your money back. The last thing I want is for you to pay for something that doesn't work. So claim your 90-day guarantee and your free upgrade to 5G Male Plus now. Just click the button below this video. Matt G. in Florida writes in to ask, "Hello, I just placed my order for 5G Male Plus, and I seriously cannot wait for this to arrive in the mail. I'm extremely psyched about this, but I just want to know, once I start taking this, how exactly will I know when this is working? Like, what types of results am I going to see and when? Am I going to notice any specific changes in my body?" Hey, Matt, I wish I could say you just snap your fingers and feel some giant shock go through your body, but this is just not like that. I already told you about some of the scammy herbal options out there on the corner store shelves, and they pack these things full of uppers and stimulants and lots of things to get your heart going like it's beating out of your chest, and trying to give you this feeling like it's doing something to your body when it's really not. I was strongly against doing anything like this, even though a lot of salesmen and marketing folks told me I was making a big mistake. But I didn't want to go in the direction that wasn't actually helping people. Otherwise, what's the point? I believe men want something that really works, that they're tired of the bullshit. And even if some guys don't like it or don't think it works because they don't feel some jolt of caffeine running through their bodies, well, so what? Screw them. When you're in bed with your wife or your girlfriend and you're ready to have sex, it's not how you feel that counts. It's what's going on down there. And I think every guy out there is smart enough to know the difference. Now, as I mentioned before, as far as timing, some men say they see results the very first night they take this, but on average, it usually takes about 2 to 4 weeks, which is pretty quick, especially if you've been looking for a long time for a way to make your cock harder. If it's been a few years at this point, then another couple weeks will just fly right by like nothing, and the results you'll notice are exactly what you expect. You may notice yourself getting more frequent erections throughout the day, those erections getting harder than they did before, and staying harder for longer. If you're in a sexual situation with a girl, you may notice yourself getting harder than you have in a long time, sometimes really harder. And honestly, even if you're just sitting next to a hot girl, you may notice yourself getting hard. And you should notice yourself getting regular, spontaneous erections throughout the day, and while you sleep, and waking up with a good, solid morning wood. You may also notice yourself staying hard for a lot longer during sex. You may notice yourself getting hard quicker while you're with your lover, and you may notice yourself able to get hard much faster after a sex session, so you can go 2, even 3 times a night. The results will likely come bit by bit at first, but the payoff will be worth it, and as things build up, you really start to see the difference. And because I know fast results are important, I'd like to remind you that I've included a free bonus book with your order today called Multiplier Method, which includes specific 5-minute power exercises that you can start doing immediately that could increase the power of 5G Male Plus even more. So literally, you can begin strengthening the power of your erections today. I've included this book plus 5 other free bonus gifts with your order today to help make up for the extremely limited supply of 5G Male Plus we have left. You can secure your bottle and get the free upgrade to 5G Mail Plus I promised you simply by clicking the button below. This next question is from Tim C. out in the great state of Texas, who writes to ask, I just ordered a 3-pack of 5G Mail Plus, and I'm really pumped to see what this baby can do. Just reading some of those success stories, I'm getting excited. I have a feeling this is going to work big time for me. Now, before I get started, I'm just curious, is there anything that can happen if I take too much? Can I overdose? Or can I take more if I want faster results? Tim, these are all good questions. This is something you absolutely must talk about with your doctor if it's a serious concern for you. And if you want to do that, I'd bring a bottle of 5G Mail with you to his office so he can really see how it all works. And as far as how to best take 5G Mail, we put the 5Gs into one simple, small pill you can take once a day. It's so easy to take. It's just one pill a day with water and that's it. Now, as far as taking more 5G Mail than prescribed, taking more 5G Mail usually won't speed up results because the recommended 1 pill per day dosage is measured ideally to give you the exact amount of each ingredient that your body can absorb in a day. And if you take more, it usually just gets washed out and just comes out in the bathroom. In other words, your body won't actually use the extra ingredients and they'll get wasted. So that's why I recommend you stick to the prescribed dose. I will say that if you're an unusually big guy, like 6'3", 240 pounds, then you might be able to benefit from taking 2 pills per day because your body can absorb more. That said, I've included a free guide with your 5G Mail order that examples exactly what to do if you're a bigger guy, so you'll know exactly what to do. Scott C. in Canada writes in to ask, I hope this doesn't sound rude because your product sounds awesome and it truly sounds like it works. I'm just worried about ordering stuff over the internet. We've never met face to face and I have no idea who you guys are, so how can I trust you're not going to take my money and run, or that you run a solid operation? Hey Scott, good question. I know the internet can sometimes feel like the wild, wild west. The good news is we're based right here in the United States, and our formulation lab is GMP certified, and some of the ingredients in 5G Mail are pharmaceutical grade. These premium quality ingredients are put through an incredible process called spectroscopic testing, which ensures all the ingredients are exactly what they should be, so you know you can trust everything. And then they are put through another test called a C&I evaluation, which ensures the ingredients are the highest level of potency and purity, and then 3 separate additional quality checks. We also have banks and card companies keeping a close eye on us to make sure we meet the highest standards for security and best online business practices. That's why it's very safe to order online from us. And we have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, which you don't get unless your customers are extremely happy with what you're selling. And the owner of Supernatural Man has been doing business online for almost a decade at this point. And there's no way you stay in business that long if your customers aren't really satisfied. And to go one step further and make sure you feel 100% safe ordering from 5G Mail today, I went the extra mile and made sure Supernatural Man LLC was certified by the Better Business Bureau, and I'm proud to say that they have awarded us their top A+ rating. We also have certifications from TrustE and Norton, who verify the security of our site every single day. And our site is certified 256-bit SSL secure, which is the top-of-the-line security money can buy when it comes to the internet. And you can call us anytime if you have a question, whether it's to check on the status of your order, ask questions about 5G Mail, or to easily order more, as long as there's some left in stock. You can go ahead and secure your free upgrade to 5G Mail Plus by clicking the button below now. Here's a question from Omar in Atlanta who writes to ask, I've literally got my shopping cart loaded up with the maximum number of bottles of 5G Mail I can order. Before I hit the buy button, I've just got this weird worry that all this is too good to be true, that I might not get anything, or that you're one of those companies that just keeps billing my card over and over, and all these crazy fees you're not telling me about. How do I know you're not going to charge my card with hidden or unwanted fees or charges that are impossible to cancel? Hey, Omar, good questions. I've heard tons of horror stories about companies like this, and have even been a victim myself of the impossible to cancel charges you're talking about. And I can reassure you there are absolutely no hidden fees with 5G Mail. Hiding fees is no way to treat your customers. That's why I made sure we have a round-the-clock phone number you can call where you can talk to a real person anytime you want for any reason, and you can reach someone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, the other thing we do is we send you a tracking number as soon as your order ships, so you'll get this email 12 hours at the latest after you order. This email will give you a number you can click on that will take you right to the Postal Service's website, and you can see exactly where your package is at all times. So you know when it's shipped and you know exactly when it's going to arrive at your door. And to give you even more confidence in your order today, as I mentioned before, today I'm totally waiving all taxes and all shipping costs from your order. This usually runs anywhere from $8 to $20, and we're going to pay for that for you today if you're inside the U.S. And I hope this proves that when I say no extra fees, I mean it. And on top of all that, you're also going to get my 90-day money-back guarantee, so you've got plenty of time to use this out and enjoy the benefits, and make sure you love it. All you have to do to activate your free upgrade to 5G Mail Plus today is click the button below to get started. Okay, here's another question I got from a guy named Dave out in South Carolina, and Dave writes in to ask, so, if all that's in your pill and just 5 simple foods, then why don't I just go out and buy them at the supermarket? Or why can't I just go out and buy a few of these ingredients, like get 2 or 3 of them? Won't that be good enough? Great question. You absolutely could buy the 5 foods at the store. But you've got to make sure they're the same quality of ingredients, and you've got to make sure you're getting the exact properly measured doses every day. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head exactly how much you'd have to eat daily of each of these foods, but the truth is, most of them don't taste great. You probably don't want to be munching on a bunch of raw garlic and ginkgo leaves and ginseng while you're at work. You've also got to run to the store every few weeks and refill on everything. And assuming you're not going to eat this stuff raw, you'll have to cook these ingredients. And you're going to have to find recipes with all this stuff, and you're likely going to have to eat a lot to get what you need. It's obviously not impossible. You can do this, but it's a heck of a lot of work. Most of these ingredients were so hard to find that I had to order them from complex sources overseas just to get the absolute best of the best quality. It was a ton of work. And the whole reason we spent all this time and money and care developing 5G Mail is because we wanted other guys out there to be able to just grab this product and enjoy all the benefits easily. Nobody wants to buy some complex cookbook filled with recipes and smoothies and things like that, because it's a lot of work and it's totally unnecessary, and most guys don't like it. And I can totally see why. Going to the grocery store and buying all this stuff, and then looking up the recipes, spreading everything out all over the kitchen, making sure you measure everything right, when you add it all up, you can take hours and hours to make all this stuff, and you still don't even know if it's going to taste any good. With 5G Mail, you can just keep on eating your favorite foods and just take one of these tiny pills each day. Wash it down with a little water, and that's it. And then know that while you're at work, or at the gym, or sitting on the couch watching TV, or even while you're sleeping, these ingredients from this pill are inside your body doing all their work. All you have to do to activate your free upgrade for 5G Mail Plus is to just click that button below now. Next up, Chris H. from Portland writes in to ask, I've just ordered 5G Mail, and I'm really thrilled to start using it. I was rereading some of the research behind this because I'm just so fascinated with it, and I know one study said green tea can help with the health of your heart. Are there any other added health benefits of 5G Mail I should know about? Great question, Chris. The ingredients in the 5Gs have been used to enhance men's health for thousands of years, like ginseng, for example. There are records of healers using ginseng in 2600 BC, which is over 4,000 years ago. The Spermatogenesis Medical Journal featured an awesome study that showed ginseng could increase your sperm count, and therefore your load size, which can also help increase the intensity of your orgasms, how long they last, and how pleasurable they feel. Ginseng has also been found to provide an energy boost, lowers blood sugar and cholesterol levels, and reduces stress. As for ginkgo, this has been found to be great for memory. It can help you learn more and faster, give you that edge at work, which can help you earn more money and beat out your competition. Ginkgo helps with concentration and has a vast range of other benefits due to its ability to improve circulation, both to your penis and the rest of your body. As for garlic, this ingredient has been revered by early civilizations for its healthy properties. Hippocrates, a Greek guy who was arguably the founder of Western medicine that we all use today, recommended it several thousand years ago. It was taken by Olympic athletes in ancient Greece as a performance enhancer, and was used by the ancient Egyptians, Romans, and Chinese men as a secret remedy to gain an edge over their enemies. The active compound in garlic, called allicin, has been known to reduce blood pressure, lower cholesterol, and improve your heart rate and exercise capacity. Okay, next up is ginger. This has also been used for centuries and has the reputation for helping people lose weight, increasing energy, and promoting healthy skin and hair. As for green tea, Dr. Christopher Ochner, a nutrition research scientist at Mount Sinai Hospital, says this is the healthiest thing I can think of to drink. It's been proven to burn fat, kills dangerous cholesterol, and one Swiss study even showed that people who regularly drank green tea were smarter and better at remembering things, likely because they were getting more blood because of green tea. And lastly, rhodiola rosea has long been known as an incredible energy booster and can actually balance out your body's nervous system, improving your response to stress and automatically relaxing you. So, as you can see, 5G Male Plus can have a massive impact on your whole body, your overall health, how smart you are, how fast your body burns fat, your overall energy levels, your energy levels in bed, and, of course, giving you those massive, throbbing erections that leave any girl you're with begging for more. 5G Male Plus can just turn you into more of a man and give you all the manly powers you want in life, whether it's sex, health, or energy. Activate your free upgrade to 5G Male Plus right now by clicking the button below. Moving on, Donnie M. from Seattle has this question. If I already take medication, is there anything that this can conflict with? Yeah, hi, Donnie. We've worked hard to make 5G Male a healthy and natural performance booster for guys. Even though I'm the researcher here at 5G Male, I'd still recommend checking with your doctor about questions like these. Okay, next up, Philip R. from Nevada writes in to ask, just placed my order of 5G Male Plus, and I'm literally standing by the door waiting for it to come. Do you mind walking me through some of the benefits I get with my free 5G Male Plus upgrade again? As I remember, there is some pretty awesome extra stuff you've put in. Hey, Philip. Sure, absolutely. 5G Male Plus is brand new and significantly enhanced. First, it's got a high-quality vitamin C extract in it, and research has shown that when you combine this with garlic, it can double the erection-inducing benefits. A study at Albany College of Pharmacy found that when vitamin C was combined with garlic, it released 200% more nitric oxide. That's twice as much. And vitamin C on its own can further strengthen and expand blood vessels, allowing blood flow to the penis. However, in order for this to work, it has to be the right type of vitamin C. There are tons of cheap versions of vitamin C out there you see at your local corner store, and they are basically ineffective. So you don't want to just go buy any one of these off the shelf. The good news is, the vitamin C used in 5G Male Plus is top of the line to get you the most erection-enhancing benefits. Now, the second addition we've made is adding the scientifically enhanced garlic I mentioned earlier. The garlic extract used in 5G Male Plus is called A10000, and it meets the highest standard for quality. It's so good that it actually meets pharmaceutical quality standards. It's not chemically processed or altered in any way, and it significantly exceeds the quality of the garlic you'd find in your grocery store. The garlic in 5G Male is also deodorized, which eliminates bad breath problems. And finally, this is the real game changer. We added an extract from a little-known plant we discovered called Rhodiola rosea. Rhodiola rosea grows in the Arctic regions of the world, and as Dr. Richard P. Brown, M.D., Associate Professor of Clinical Psychiatry at Columbia University says, Rhodiola rosea can boost sexual desire in men, and it can also help you last longer. Now, while the 5Gs can vastly improve blood flow to your penis, rhodiola can help work on your brain, because your brain is what ignites your erections. Your brain is what gets turned on, and what tells your body to get hard and to send blood to the penis. The more turned on you are, the more blood it gets sent. And what Rhodiola rosea does is make your erections ignite faster by sending more dopamine to your brain. Dopamine is also known as the pleasure chemical. It can make you feel more aroused and get turned on easier, which means you can get erections faster and easier, and keep them for longer. Philip R. Muskin, MD, a professor at Columbia University and the chair of the APA Scientific Committee, says, rhodiola appears to have a beneficial effect in enhancing sexual function and improves satisfaction, pleasure, erections, and response to orgasms. The power of rhodiola comes from the root of the plant, where there's a unique group of compounds you can't find in any other plant. The benefits of rhodiola lay hidden for decades, until one journal finally translated older studies on the plant into English. In one study, involving 35 men, 74% experienced significantly improved sexual function. So, as you can see, the rhodiola, vitamin C, and enhanced garlic offers a significant boost to the already powerful 5G male formula, help making 5G male plus the most powerful formula we've ever created. And due to our low stock of 5G male and the fact that it could be sold out soon, I'm going to upgrade your order to 5G male plus for free today. All you have to do to activate your free upgrade is just click the button below.